edition of Defense Team News, we feature the numerous commemorations that took place in France, Canada, and the United States, honoring the 100th anniversary of the Battle of Vimy Ridge. Welcome back to Defense Team News. I'm Shelley Van Hoof.
And I'm Captain Shalako Smith. For the week of April 18th, we paid tribute to the brave Canadians who fought during the Battle of Vimy Ridge. On April 9th, an official Government of Canada delegation traveled to France to mark the battle's 100th anniversary. This delegation included Governor General David Johnston, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Defense Minister Harjit Sajjan, Veterans Affairs Minister Kent Heer, and the Chief of the Defense Staff, General Jonathan Vance. Approximately 300 CAF members took part in the event, which included a signature commemorative ceremony at the memorial, a wreath-laying ceremony at the Cabaret Rouge British Cemetery, and a last post commemorative ceremony at the Meningate Memorial in Ypres, Belgium. The Guard that participated in the events in France was comprised of 58 units that fought at the Battle of Vimy Ridge, or who came from units that fought in the battle.
For me, it's important to be here to bridge the gap between how we learn about history in the books. You know, in Canada, we read about this stuff, and it's all in a far-off land where things are different. And now I've had the chance to walk on Vimy Ridge myself, to fly over it nonetheless. And it's been just an incredible experience and perspective for me to realize how great we have our peaceful life in Canada and at what cost it all came.
Honored guests with direct family ties to soldiers who fought in the First World War were in attendance, along with veterans, Indigenous organizations, regimental associations, and youth from across Canada. More than 20,000 visitors attended the ceremony.
Being able to wear the uniform on the grounds where Canadians have fought years ago is a truly incredible experience.
Here in Canada, a commemorative event also took place at the National War Memorial in Ottawa on April 9th to honor and remember those who served Canada during the historic battle. The commemorative ceremony included a service of remembrance and musical performances, starting with a candlelight tribute conducted by the Royal Canadian Cadets and the annual launch of the National Century Program. The ceremony was attended by dignitaries, members of the Diplomatic Corps, veterans, Canadian Armed Forces personnel, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and Indigenous Canadians.
We're here today to remember those who fought during the Battle of Vimy in 1917, and we're doing a parade. Everyone around Canada gathered today to remember those who've fallen.
On April 7th, our friends and allies south of the border also marked the 100th anniversary with a dawn vigil on the Mall in Washington, D.C. The Canadian Defense Liaison Staff in Washington and the Embassy of Canada jointly conducted the service, followed by a World War I themed breakfast and black tie formal dinner hosted by the Canadian Ambassador to the United States.
That's it for us. Thank you so much for watching.
We'll see you next time for Defense Team News.